Es un invitado muy especial porque no habla español, él habla árabe y habla inglés, así que vamos a hacer un esfuerzo por hacer esta parte del programa en inglés, 100% en inglés. Así que, bueno, sirve para practicar y entender. Vamos a estar con subtítulos y, bueno, Dara y Ivonne, ellas hablan perfecto inglés. Hello, how are you, Mr. Rateb Rabie?
I'm good.
Rabia.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming here with us.
Él agradece por estar acá.
Yes, we're so happy that we have such a great and, you know, we have so much admiration for your work and we can say trajectory in English, like your lifetime and all you've been through. So we really appreciate that you're here and you're taking your time, because we know this is the first time that Mr. Rabie is here in
Raíces Árabes.
In Raíces Árabes, but the fifth that he's in Chile, right?
Chile, yes.
Yes, amazing. So can you maybe present to all of our people that are watching from all over Chile here?
Okay, I am, of course, Palestinian. I was born in Amman, Jordan, because my parents were forced out of Jerusalem in 1948, and they were refugees in Jordan, Amman, Jordan, where I was born. And from there, I went to school till I finished high school. Then I went to the States to continue my education. I didn't do only finishing my education, but also I got a wife, Ecuadorian wife in Washington, you know. And this is one of the things. And I have 4 daughters where they are all, you know, Palestinians, because Palestinian, they are all over the world, as you know. There are 8 million Palestinian in diaspora, 5-6 millions in Palestine. And with that, becoming our duty to make everyone in the country you are living in the United States or in Chile to have them as Palestinian, because you don't have to be Palestinian born. You have to have the heart of a Palestinian.
Yeah.
And now with what's happening in Gaza, a lot of people turn out to be Palestinians because they found finally the truth.
Yes.
I will start.
Okay, please, I'm sorry. I have so many questions.
You are a
so
chief executive officer.
Right.
In a special, you are a leadership or president of a Know the Heritage.
Right.
Talk about the
Let me
Know
talk
the
about
Heritage.
the mother organization, which is the Holy Land Christian Ecumenical Foundation. When we have in 1998, when I worked as a Palestinian with all the Arab Palestinian organization in Washington, commemorating a Nakba for 50 years.
La catástrofe.
I found out that after 1 year of hard work, we didn't penetrate the American audience. Then I said, it can't be like that, you know. And the last one was in May 1998 in Washington, where only 350 people came, and most of them, they are Arabs, Palestinian, or pro-Palestinians. That means our work is not this. We need to reach out the people who don't know about Palestine. Then I looked in that, what is the best way to penetrate the American system to the people? Then I looked at the best advocacy marketing plan. I found that it is with the Zionist movement. When they became Christians, more than the Christians themselves, in order to convince them to support what they call Israel. I said, why not us? We are the Palestinian. We are Palestinian Christians who first followed Jesus Christ. If you go to the Bible, Act 2:11-16, where the Arabs were at the Pentecost, that means we are the original Christians. Yeah. And with that, we are the original Christians who are not converts. Then I started this organization, and people thought I'm crazy because we are Arab, you know. the Arabs are all together. I said, hold it. You know, the Israelis.
How come you are Christian? Maybe?
You know, that's no. But first with the Arabs. This is another story why I'm a Christian, and then I'll come to that. I said, just wait. Then after 3 years, the organization took off. I was a businessman. I'm still my man, businessman, but I stopped my business because I couldn't do non-profit charitable advocacy to, you know, and do my business. With that, I start the movement because I found a lot of Americans, they don't know that, you know, we are the Palestinian Christian, we are the Palestinians has the right, and nobody extend hand to them. And this is what you have to do in Chile. You need to reach out to the Chilean, not only the Palestinian or the Arab.
We are doing this in
This
racist
is they have to understand it is their duties as people with human rights. People believe in what we believe in, and they are Christians. And we are the Palestinians, all Muslim and Christian, saved Christianity for 2,000 years. Without us, we didn't have Christianity in the Holy Land, even because Islam came in the 7th century.
Yes.
For that, for 7 centuries, the Palestinians saved Christianity. Then the Muslims continue with us saving Christianity. Then the West owe us. We don't owe the West. But we didn't, you know, deliver that narrative to our respective people in our countries, either Chile or United States. And this, from here, we started that movement. People understand Palestinians are Christian and Muslims, and we are the Christian, we are the majority. Then, you know, when Islam came, a lot of them, you know, convert to Islam. That means we are the original. And this is where you have to let people know in your respective countries, in Chile, you know, in order to support us and to let them understand we have the right. And this is where we are.
Yes. You moved to the States 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you move, and what's the motivation for you there?
Okay, there is the motivation actually, you know, if you are young and your parents tells you, you have to be educated, because this is the only thing the Israelis will not take from you. This is, you know, they cannot steal it. It is in your head, and you need to have education. And I decided to come to the States because I went to a Catholic school with the Franciscan, which they managed by Americans. And this is right away, you are ready to come to the States. And this is why I came here. I went to school, finished my education, business management. But I have a story why I changed from business and for what I'm doing now, for a lot of reasons besides Palestine. My brother was carrying the gun, and he was killed by the Israelis in Lebanon. Oh. And he was students in Greece, and he was with the student unions of Palestinian student union in Greece, and he went to fight, and they killed him. And I decided to go for Palestine for non-violence. And this is what I started, the Holy Land Christian Ecumenical.
You are working for peace.
Right. Working for peace and justice. Peace by itself will not work. Have to have justice, then you will have peace. And this took us a journey. And in 2011, I needed another one. What I can do else beside helping the people, especially the people in, I helped the people in Beit Lahem area, Beit Lahem, Beit Jala, Beit Sahur, and I raised over $30 million for that, and I fixed over 500 people, I built apartments, I helped education. We helped a lot because Americans, they wanted to help when they find the truth, and this is where we are. Back to 2011, I went back to the Zionist movement. What programs do you have? Then we have the right, birthright. They have that program where you take the young people in order to let them know what is, Israel is from there, no, Palestine is for us. And I start taking young people for leadership program, taking them to Palestine. The program, it is 3 stages. One is recruiting. You are eligible to be one of them. You get ready. I'm gonna take you, there. The second thing is the training, which is that journey, and this is where we train you, give you the tools in order to come back and you advocate for Palestine. And the third one, what you are gonna do for Palestine, because ours is to explore and serve Palestine, and this is the idea of it. And I started this program. Now we have 450 young people in 25 countries.
Oh, very good.
Yes, that's where, this is where our movement has to go forward. And this is something, we need to understand that. And 5 years later, earlier, I had decided we were having a program about Jerusalem, because we need to make Jerusalem, it can't be for one people or one faith. And I created the Jerusalem Peace Institute in order to share Jerusalem, and in order to bring people with the heart and mind for Palestine and for Jerusalem. I brought Muslim, Christian, and Jews who believe in this, and we created this organization. Yes, ecumenical, but this is interfaith more than that, but not because of our religion, but because of our political beliefs as peace and justice. And this is the third one I'm working on. I'm now, supposed to be retired, but as a lot of people, when you are retired, the more you work more than when you are.
So you have a lot of people working in all over the world.
Yeah. I have so many questions, but I want to start taking something you just said, Mr. Rabie, about, or that you just explained us, and that was saying, how can I get into this kind of system that is the United States systems in this case, and just let them know, and just kind of taught them why they have to connect with this special cause. And I think that is super important, because we have to learn that intelligence is not just go there with your ideas and try to convince everyone, but be able to take everyone and just lead them into a big idea that just take us all together as humanity is.
The problem is, with us is education. We assume that Americans or Chilean, they know the story. They don't. They are ignorant. Yeah. I found out when I studied the American system, they have the evangelicals, they have theological beliefs, that, about the Armageddon, and, Jews, like, they have to go there, and the war starts there in Jerusalem. Then whoever got killed from the Jews is killed, and the one who make it become Christians. Then I found out the evangelicals, who are the mainstream,
but they care only in the Old Testament,
right?
Not in the New.
Yeah, and the other one are the evangelical, the mainstream, like Presbyterian, Methodist, Lutherans. They between, they are not on theology, but you can get to them in order to support Palestine. And the largest single denomination is the Catholics. The Catholics are over 85 million in the States. It's the largest one. They supported Israel because of their ignorance. And because of that, then I started the education. I started making a pilgrimage fact-finding mission, taking them to Palestine, and let them stay in Bethlehem, in Beit Jala, in the hotels there, and they are between Palestinians. Oh, these are Palestinians, are nice people. We are not terrorists. These are people are,
they are normal.
We are
normal and above normal, because we are the Palestinians are really good. I'm not because I'm Palestinian, but it proves that
we are all Palestinians.
Yes, I'm talking to the Chilean. Come and see us, see who we are, in order to support us.
Yes, and there, I just have to. I'm sorry. I want to just end. All about this, what we are talking about, education and all that you're doing for that and for your people. Because, we have here something just like in this kind of subtitle that says Leadership Initiative. And it talks about on how we can explore and serve for Palestine. So I want to ask you, how young people should be able to understand our heritage and take that leadership, but never forget that we have to keep learning and keep listening to everyone that's been in the story, not us, but our grandparents and or
Let me tell you something. The Ben-Gurion, the president of Israel, at one time said, the Palestinian, the old will die and the young will, the old will die, the young will forget. And we made him know that we are not going to forget. The Palestinian start this is very hard project because if you want to get funding for it, nobody wants to give you for leadership. Said no, but if I want to ask you for humanitarian, everybody wants like help in Gaza, help that. But this is temporary. How you can create leaders in order to take over, and you start with the young people. Because yes, we need the young people to take things in their own hands. And this is the idea of it, how to serve Palestine. We cannot just sit and wait for that. Support this program. We are teaching the young people how to fish, not to eat the fish. We are training them how they can work with us, in order to do that. Some of them, they work under the umbrella of Know Their Heritage, KTH, the abbreviation. We don't ask them to be just with us. We ask them to go with a lot of organizations around the world. They are on the board of directors. They are running that because we equip them with the tools. The tools how to be advocate for Palestine. Because they go there, they meet politicians, business people, manufacturers, cultural, everybody they meet.
Everybody's work is studying hard and working hard, and they are making money. So at what time?
If you cannot do it now, when you are going to do it? This is the thing. You have to put your heart, you have to do something of Palestine. And I believe everybody say, I'm busy, I have too much work, I have. Yeah, but I believe if you wanna get something done, give it to a busy person. Because the busy person organize it, they put it on their agenda, and it's done. But if you put, sometimes people, they have the time, but they are, tomorrow, this or that. We need to get, this is the way of how we deal with the young people.
Yes, and it's crazy because I sometimes talk with my dad and I ask him, like, with all of your experience, what you have done maybe when you were younger, just to know now that I am younger and that I can maybe do something that can matter, that can help Palestine. And it's crazy because he told me when I was younger, maybe I didn't have the tools and I didn't have the experience that I have now, so I could help and I could do all over just the things that I can do now. So I think that it's the main thing that we young people have to know, is that something as Mr. Rabie is here, telling us and all the work and sharing that experience, give us the tools to be able to be just strong leaderships around the world and for our Palestine.
Okay, I'm here in Chile because I want to extend a hand to all the Chilean, to all organizations. Let's work together. Let's complement each other. We shouldn't be in competition. Because each organization has a unique things to offer.
Yeah.
But we need to work together.
Every person.
And this is when we work together.
This Palestinian lady wants to tell you something.
Yeah, and about this issue, I want to ask you, do you see important difference between the Palestine along the world?
No, we have the same DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing, we are smart people, we are hard-working people.
Yes, by sure.
Achievers, but we have one problem. We shouldn't say it now.
What is the problem?
The problem is we have to work together, not individually. That's the only thing. If we put our heads together, we can make that.
But doesn't happen in Chile. Does not happen in Chile.
We will talk, it's not a problem.
Okay.
It is something to improve.
I'm here, to know the community. This is the first day I'm here.
Yeah.
And this is what I want to know.
He came last night.
Yes, I know. But from my perspective, that I'm Palestinian. My grandfather, he was from Palestine. I'm sorry. And I have just met all the Palestinian community through this program, and I feel the same, that the thing is that more than we can agree or not in some terms, we have to work together, because all that power can just lead into something better.
And that's why we need it now more than ever, because even if we have, now our country is under occupation, okay? Yes. We need extra work. Then when we have our sovereign country, when we have then we can think, no, I like this, I don't like that, and, then we can, let's
the way to go.
Step by step.
Yeah, we have to improve this weakness.
Yeah,
because division make great the enemy.
Right.
We have to work as a team.
Right.
Then we will have
in every
nice
nation
results.
they have that divisions. It's just ourselves, we need the united, because we are lost. We are, in the United States, because everybody came from somewhere.
Yes.
And they go to their country and they do this, they do that. But we need that. We are, discriminated. And, when you are a Palestinian, when I came to the States in 1975, I was afraid to say I'm Palestinian because the FBI comes and knock on your door and take you away, But now I'm proud to be a Palestinian. I am achiever. As Palestinian,
American.
I'm American. I contributed to the American. I contributed to their religion. I am saved the
humanity.
And this is where now we are in a position to take off and change the world.
Rateb.
And the last 6 months, we have so many people supporting us in the whole world because of the war. So this make us, for the Palestinian people, stronger, because we feel support. What do you think about that?
Of course, because now how we can capitalize on that? When the war stops tomorrow, everybody's going to go home. We need to think together how we can grab all these people and to continue working with us.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Rateb Rabie,
the message.
Thank you to have you here in our program. You have to say something to tell the Chilean people, because we are in all the country, all the cities.
The Chilean people and the Chilean government are really working, and they are supporting our cause. We appreciate that. We thank you for what you are doing, and we need you to continue doing that with the Palestinian in Chile in order to be united and that. Because we have the heart and the mind, and that's why you are doing it. I want you to work with us in order to have peace in the Holy Land, and this is where Jesus is the Prince of peace, and needs to hear that, because if he comes now, he will be upset with all of us, because his hometown, his home country is really in a bad shape. Please, thank you for what you are doing, and please work with us and continue working for our peace and justice.
That's
God bless you.
Thank you so much for being here with us.